I look like that one. I look like that one. That one. I look like. Literally me. Come on. Instead of doing that. Well, I'm just gonna wait and hang out until the person I'm doing the stream for comes up, shows up, rocks up. But yeah, I'll start doing the intro shit. But in this podcast episode, I wanted to show my gratitude to my community, especially my beautiful mod team. Yes, on the stream did start. But I wanted to share my appreciation to my beautiful mod team by reading a story and psychoanalyzing the story that was written by one of my mods, big game ago, or you would know him as Fortnite. So yeah, I want to, you know, share my appreciation by reading it. He's been begging me to do this for ages, and the second he said, I was like, yeah, I want to do that, and he told that to me about 2 months ago. Okay, I keep forgetting, or there's enough time in the stream. I was gonna do it last Jabby live stream, and then I looked, and then oh shit, it is 5 pages long. Yeah, that's not gonna happen in 5 minutes. So I decided to give a whole podcast episode to it. Wowie. For some reason I always dread doing podcast episodes because, you know, I'll just sit back and play video games or watch YouTube. I actually have to think and actually like talk and talk and talk and talk, but you know, once I get here, it's fine. Anyways, basically just gonna sit here and wait until Mr. shows up. The author himself. If he does actually show up. Man, just message him real quick, tell him to hurry the fuck up. Might do a Q&A for a podcast episode. I don't know. Where's the guy? I don't want to start reading without the man himself watching. I mean, you could always watch the VOD, but like, that's a bit boring. You'd want to watch it live. He would want to have input. Or should I just start reading it now? Because like, I'm also thinking like, I don't want to be sitting here for like fucking forever and ever. Hey, Morris. Should we just start? I think we should start reading. No point sitting here twiddling our thumbs. Just the challenge is trying to make this an hour long. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. Anyways, alright, scrolled up to the top. Let's do this. Alright, The Door, Chapter 1. It begins. I was walking across the street, but then I saw an old, rusty, and moldy looking door. My curiosity got the best of me, and I went inside. Little did I know that would be the worst mistake I could make in my life. Now, you're probably wondering, who on earth am I? Oh, this is the... Now you're probably thinking, yeah, that's me, and you're probably wondering how I got in this situation. Well, my name is Rose, and this is the story of how I made the biggest mistake in my life, and survived. When I opened the door, there was dust everywhere. I couldn't see it all. As the dust went, I saw a massive staircase. I heard every crack and creak as I was going down. They got louder and louder till eventually snap. It broke. I started tumbling down, 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 until I finally stopped at the bottom. As I got up and dusted myself off, I looked up and around the dark claustrophobic room. Then, to my surprise, there was another door, and I opened it. There was a giant cave, but there were human bones on the floor. It was horrifying, but I couldn't go back now. The stairs were broken, and there was no way out. Ooh. So I moved ahead. Every cautious step I took echoed around the dark cave, but then... Cow. It's a cow. It's a cow. Anyways, back to the story. Whatever. Dark cave, but then I bumped into something and I fell on the ground. When I looked up at what I had bumped into, I saw a humanoid creature with skin that was pale white as a terrifying face that had a mouth that looked like it could swallow an entire house whole. I was frozen in fear. The type of fear that would make you wondering if you had a nightmare or not. But I fought through and started sprinting in the opposite direction. The thing quickly started crawling towards me in a zombie-like manner. That's a simile right there. With its eyes locked towards me, like a wolf staring its prey, the distance between me and the creature started to shorten as my stamina started to deteriorate. I knew that if I kept running like this, I would become this thing's next meal until I saw a tunnel. I climbed in without a second thought. I took a deep breath, thinking that I was safe, but then the thought didn't last long as it reached into the tunnel with its... Fuck, I shouldn't have scrolled. I lost what I was up to. Reached into the tunnel with long, lanky arms and then the other, till eventually the whole thing was inside. The chase wasn't over. I made haste, crawling through the narrow tunnel with my life on the line. As I saw an exit, my brain flooded with relief, as I thought I could leave, but that joy didn't last long. The exit started to fade away until it was gone. And that was when I realized that it was an illusion made by the creature to trick me, and that I was cornered as the creature came closer. The tears started flowing uncontrollably as I started to think, will I die? Can I do anything? Then it grabbed me and started opening its mouth and pulled me closer to it. It's trying to eat me. But suddenly it came to a halt. I watched as the spots in its eyes went white. It fell into the ground as the smoke started replacing what was its body. Though the smoke, I saw the shadow of a man, and the voice called out, "You okay?" he asked. What was that? It was going to eat me. I yelled at him. Hey, calm down. Take a breath. It's over now. He started to walk closer until I saw his face. He looked genuinely worried about me. Who are you? What did you do? I'm Zach, and that thing that was called an entity, is what we hunters deal with every day. Hunters, I said in an anxious voice. Before he could speak, the ground suddenly started shaking violently. But after a couple seconds it stopped. Then 3 bright lights swiftly faded into my light. They started spinning and it got faster and faster, and then boom, an explosion of light. Chapter 2, An Underground City. As the light cleared, I saw a car that seemed to be made out of stone. Oh, looks like this is our ride. Are you coming? He asked me. Until answer my question, how can I trust you? I just met you. Got any other questions? I didn't think so. If you don't come with me, you'll most likely die from an entity, and if you try to escape, you'll probably die from exhaustion. Okay, fine, I'll come with you. But only so I don't die. Fucking Literally just fucking, okay, I'll do it, but not because you told me to. Fucking dickhead. God, I hate the main character. I hopped in the car, and he said, put your seatbelt on. Oof, gotta follow them road rules, guys. You're gonna need it. What do you mean by that? The car went so Then the car went so I'm like adding my own words to make this better. God, I'm an asshole. Then the car went so fast I almost flew out. That's not how fucking car seats work, Buster. We were there in the blink of an eye. I asked, welcome to the Dungeon City. Well, I know, but stay quiet. We don't want to attract attention. Okay, anyways, what's the name of this entity? You saved me before. Don't say its name. Anyway, follow me. There could be a little bit more context of why. Anyways, follow me. I want to show you something. Okay, you continue to walk. Then he told me this. Where you'll be staying until we figure out. Oh god, I'm sorry, I'm blanking. I want to show you something. Okay, we walked. This is where you'll be staying until we figure out how to leave. It looked like an old rusty, but it wasn't. I wasn't complaining. I mean, it was a home at least. I went inside to take a look. Wow, this is so nice. Why did it look so bad from the outside? Because entities are getting smarter. They're making houses look abandoned to make them think no one's there. They're pretty smart, I say, but we never needed to use it, so we don't know. It worked. Bang. There was an explosion. Now I think it's time to test out. Get inside. I looked out the window. I saw a million of these little versions of the entities that tried to kill me earlier pouring out of the cave. Some guards tried to fend them off, but the creature just ate them whole. Zach pulled me away from the window. He said to me, I'm going to help the guards fend off those things. I was shocked. Are you kidding? Me? You'll die. Just trust me. I killed a giant version earlier, didn't I? But it didn't know you were there, did it? Then bright lights circled around him. But what you didn't know, the light spun faster and brighter. That was only 5% of my power. Ooh! I don't like that line, that's kind of cringe. Sorry. You asshole. What are you doing? I'm just getting stronger. The lights went so fast I couldn't see. And then they went inside him. That's a dumb line as well. Oh god, sorry. This is my moderator who wrote this, and I'm just like being such a critique. If he can't see them, then how did he see them go inside him? Doesn't really make sense, but okay. A massive beam struck onto him. It was so bright I couldn't see. It knocked me onto the floor. I opened my eyes. He was floating there with a golden glow. All the balls of his light were circling around him, and his eyes were bright white without pupils. The creature rushed into the house. Stand back, I listened to him, because I had no choice. There was another blast of light, and he was standing there, back to normal, with the creatures lying on the floor, mangled and dead. What was that? That was me using the core to expand my abilities. The core? See, I don't like this just constant explaining. Sorry, he's fucking 13, bro. Doing the best he can. Stop being an asshole. What's that? Come, I'll show you. He rushed out of the house. Hey, wait for me. Are you gonna act like nothing just happened? Like, didn't even slow down. I chased after him, calling out as I ran. Are you seriously ignoring everything that I just happened? He called back out. I'm not ignoring. I'm prioritizing. We need to get to the core before the next wave of entities arrived. Something tells me they're aiming for it, but I don't even know what that is. Just tell me, I yelled back, my lungs burning. Suddenly, Zach skipped to a stop. His eyes flashed towards me. He looked genuinely annoyed, not by entities, but by me. I'll tell you if you stop pestering me, he snapped, his voice hard and cold, and without waiting for my reaction, he was gone again, sprinting faster than before. I stood there stunned. It was the urgency that got me. It was the coldness he acted like a completely different person from that second, 1 second. A person who didn't care if I kept up or not. I shook off the confusion. I couldn't stop now. I had to know what the call was, and if Zach was hiding something, I needed to figure out. I started running again, but something was different. The silence from Zach felt heavy, and the shadows around the city began to stretch longer. Something was coming. Bang. Bang. Sorry, I gotta put a little bit more effort into the restoring. Oh, work in progress. Isn't even finished this. Before my ears could process the bang, a swarm of little creatures flowed towards me like a tsunami. I ran back as fast as I could, but it was no use. They started launching themselves toward me. Eventually they hit me. I fell to the ground and they started to swarm towards me, biting me. Every bite and scratch felt like being stabbed by 1,000 knives. Suddenly it stopped. I slight opened my eyes and lost bit of strength I had, and I saw a woman fighting them. Then I fell unconscious. There was chapter closed and finished. Hours after the battle, I began to wake up. I was at this house that Zach gave me. You're awake. How do you feel? I was startled by the voice. It wasn't Zach. It didn't seem like anyone I knew. I looked beside me. To my surprise, the creatures were gone, and someone was sitting beside me. Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be so alarmed. Hey, you're the person who saved me. Who are you? That's not important, she replied. We need to focus on you right now. She was right. I had almost died, and the first thing I cared about was who she was. Can you stand up, she asked. I think I can. I tried to stand. Ow! The sharp plane fired through my whole body and knocked me back onto the bed. You're still badly injured, she said, her eyes filled with worry. Wait here, she yelled. I think I know how to heal you. Okay. I waited for a minute, then hours, until I heard footsteps coming back to me. You're back? What? It was Zach. He came to check on me. Hey there, how you doing? Excuse me? What? You just left me to die and you expect me to forgive you? Actually, to die. I would never do that. What did he mean? He's the reason I almost died, and now he's completely denying it. It was something was going on. Either he was faking it or he was genuinely confused. I said, oh yeah, I must have been drinking. Sorry. Oh good, but anyways. I have to go hunting. Bye. Like that, he was gone. I decided to go back to sleep. The girl had been gone a couple hours and I was tired. When I woke up, the girl was back. She was looking at some bowls filled with a mysterious liquid. She started mixing them together until she noticed. Here, drink this. It should heal you. It tastes horrible, like a jug of milk after it spoils. But after I swallowed it, my whole body healed itself in an instant. Alright, I do love that little ending though. That has great connotations. Hello Jax. I think that the Zach in this part was an entity. And that wasn't the real Zach, from what I can see. Because yeah, this is by my moderator for Fortnite Journal Sengendo. What is this live about? I'm reading a story written by one of my moderators, the big gamer guy, to show my love for my community and my mod team, who do so much work for me. But yeah, the part in the story where Zach snaps at the main character, I think that might be an entity. That's my one theory, and I think that'll be true. That's setting up, because it was said that like entities make illusions and how they're getting smaller and smaller. So I think that when he does eventually continue the story, that will be a plot point. Because at this point in chapter, what was the story? And towards the end of chapter 3, Zach has no recollection of him getting snippy with the main character. So I do think that that wasn't actually Zach, which I find very interesting. How the setup is that setup and payoff? Not bad, not bad if I do say so myself. Well, I really don't. I really got nothing else to do. Got nothing else to say. It was a great story. There's some improvements I can say, like I don't really like the explaining the concept explaining. I liked it for it to figure it out myself, like this is 5% of my power. It's kind of cringy, and I would not have that in the story. I mean, I'm not the best writer in the world, but I do know I do know a little bit. But I'd say that like that wouldn't like cut that bit because that's kind of stupid and it sounds bad. But like, and I'd like to see a little bit more, but this is like more my personal opinion, but I'd like to see a bit more of the setting side of the story. I would like to have like more detail on like more detail and imagery on like the scenery, the location that they're at. I'd like to get like just a little bit more on like where they're actually located, but other than that, the door is a good story so far. It's still not finished, obviously, as the massive fucking work in progress sign is there. And there's clearly more to go, but it's a great start, and I love it. Well, good job, bud. I know he's not actually in chat, but good job. Well, I think I might not end the stream, but end the podcast episode. I'll probably just cut it here for the actual podcast I'll upload on Spotify. But I guess, well, I'm just gonna say bye to Spotify viewers. Goodbye, people.